Hi everyone. Today I am very excited to do a little unboxing with you. For those of you who are on Instagram, you might have seen from several other wonderful tarot, amazing people, the Starchild Tarot on some of their posts. I believe it was Ashes and Wine Tarot. It might have been Tea and Tarot or another tarot amazing person who I follow on Instagram. They were using this deck, and so I said, oh, what deck is it? It's Starchild Tarot. And I did a little research. It's an independently created and produced deck. And the website, if you just type in Starchild Tarot, will take you right there. She's actually creating a moon tarot deck now too, which I can't remember the name of for sure, that I'm super excited about. But I ended up deciding that I really needed to give this deck a try just from the colors. And I believe that yes, it is photo manipulation, but it just looked really beautiful. And in a lot of ways, it reminded me of the Vintage Wisdom Oracle, not as a knockoff at all, or that it's even in the same color theme, but just that feeling with the photographs of just telling a really beautiful story with it. So I decided that this would be the next deck that I purchased. As you guys know, I have a lot of decks at this point in my collecting life. And I really have to be moved by a deck in order to purchase it now. And I felt really excited to work with this deck. The only unfortunate thing though is that the artist creator of the deck, she's out of Canada, so it's international shipping to come to where I am in the US. So I did have to wait a long time for the deck to arrive to me. And I did have to message her when I ordered the deck, just because I hadn't heard anything from her for a few days and I was a little concerned. But she messaged me right away. Messaged me back right away. Customer service was great. She was right on top of it. Really nice message that she sent, and I felt really cared for and appreciated as a customer. And as someone who does work with the public and in customer service, I always appreciate that when I'm just opening the box right now, guys. Look, we're opening it together. I managed to wait. I really appreciate that when you come into contact with someone who gives you good customer service. And she definitely did. So I have to say I was very impressed with that. The only thing that was a little sad for me is that I had to wait quite a while. I think it's been like almost 3 weeks since I ordered the deck. But that's okay, because it's going to be worth it. But anyhow, but it's kind of cool when you have to wait that long, because you're like, oh, every day you're like, is it here yet? Is it coming? I can't wait to open it. So it does kind of build an excitement, which is really nice. So here is the deck itself, wrapped in plastic. And then, oh, this is so nice. Look, she put thank you on the invoice. See, it's those personal touches that make it so much fun to buy from people who are artists, who are really creating their own artwork and you know, selling it themselves, producing it themselves. That personal touch is just so special, and I really love that. So thank you for my thank you note. Here is the box. It's created by Danielle Noel, and I believe she's a Pisces, if I remember right from her site. And it's, again, a 78 card deck and a guidebook. Here is the wands symbol, the swords, cups, and then I believe the pentacle is the moon. Really beautiful. Okay, so I'm just going to open this up. You're watching me do this with a knife. This is not a safe way to open a deck, guys. But it's what happens when your son is napping and you've been waiting for this deck for weeks. Okay. So a lot of what really kind of pulled me in is the colors that she's using in the deck itself. Oh, and I should say, the deck was $55, I believe, and shipping was about $21. Ooh. Okay, so here is the guidebook. I love this, so pretty. The back says, as above, so below. An intuitive tool that connects with your innermost realms and higher self. This 78 card deck explores the ancient traditions of the tarot through a multi-dimensional journey of consciousness and awakening, written and designed by Danielle Noel. And then the Starchild Tarot is the name of the website as well. That's underneath there. We'll get back to that in a second. So the box, nice and sturdy for those of you who like to store your decks. You'll want to keep this one. Oh my God. Look at the backing. Wow. You guys know that I am like such a sucker for beautiful backings. And if it's a backing I don't like, I almost can't use the deck. This is like, look at that. So I believe the Fool is Starseed. So I'm just going to show you guys some of the images. Oh. See, this is like the Vintage Wisdom Oracle, where I really don't mind the fact that they are photo manipulation forms of artwork. I mean, look at how beautiful this is. The cards are nice and they're not that shiny, like they've got that kind of soft but still matte feel to them. I just love the use of color. There's the Emperor. Sorry, I'm covering over that. Oh, look at the Hierophant. Oh my goodness. I am like, okay, I love the Hierophant. This one's not doing it for me, but love the Hierophant. The Chariot. Justice. Serenity. Wow, I really love the cardstock. She really did a great job with that. The Wheel of Fortune. Strength. Perspective. Transformation. Temperance. The Devil has become oppression. You know, you guys know me, I love my Devil card, so. The Tower. Oh, the Star is interesting. Look at that. The Moon. The Sun. It's got this really interesting kind of like bohemian feel to it. Awakening. The World. So the suits, apparently, just from what I'm seeing here, Ace of Crystals. Let me check on that, guys. Let's look at the guidebook. All right, hold on now. I don't want to mess up my little... Do you guys have rituals for like how you look at things when you open up your decks? I do. I don't like my major arcana to change anything at all until I've done my little clearing ritual. All right, so let's see what she has to say. The Starchild Tarot was made for the inquisitive and those who are in the process of waking up, for the light workers, the lovers of magic, and those who are drawn to the stars, for the adventurous, nature lovers, and mystery seekers at large. So let me just see. So she has a whole beginning section. Okay, so the swords stay the swords, and they are the element of air, the mental realm. The crystals are the earth, they're the physical. The wands are the fire, the spiritual. The cups are water, emotional. So the only name that's been changed is the earth cards are crystals. Actually, I guess I don't think I really mind that. I think I'm down with that. Here's some of this. Okay, I'm not going to show you every card because you guys know I'll do a review. Oh, look at the Three of Crystals. That's interesting. Let's see what my favorite, one of my favorite cards in tarot, the Nine of Pentacles, looks like. Interesting. Oh my gosh, guys, oh, here's the Knight of Crystals. That's beautiful. There's the Queen and the King. Okay, I'm not supposed to show you guys everything, right? All right, I'll find one from the Swords element, that Swords suit that I really like. Oh, this one's beautiful. Eight of Swords. So, I'm messing up my formation. Oh my goodness, look at the Ten of Swords. That's beautiful. So there are definitely some cards that I don't know. Oh, whoa. Queen of Swords is bitchin'. Look at her. There are some cards that I definitely don't, that don't really move me, but then this is beautiful. Three of Wands. But then there are so many more that I really, really love the look of. And I have to say, and this is just my first impression, obviously, guys, but she has a really great connect, like the feeling in each card is conveyed for her theme, and the colors she's going with, it's a very cohesive deck. It's really, really beautiful, and I have a feeling that, this is kind of cute, Four Cups. I have a feeling that it's going to read really beautifully, very smoothly, and that I would say a lot of my clients will enjoy looking at the, oh, look at this. This is interesting. Look at the Ten of Cups. Will enjoy looking at the artwork that's featured in this deck. I would say it feels like for the most part, she hasn't really felt a need to stay true to the Rider-Waite-Smith system. It seems like she's given herself a lot of creative reign to really experiment with tarot itself. And it definitely seems like, just from the little bit I saw in the guidebook, that the intent is on a deep planetary healing level. So this is definitely going to be a deck that if you identify as a healer, you're probably really going to like working with, just from that theme. But as far as like just the colors are just beautiful in this deck, and that's really what pulled me in, because it's kind of different for me. You guys know that I really love dark themed decks, and I love that kind of heaviness and like sepia tones and darkness with these really bold colors showing up, which I think is why, for the most part, the original Rider-Waite-Smith deck doesn't pull me in. But I thought this deck has a lot of softness to it, and yet the color scheme is something that I can really kind of sink my teeth into and enjoy as well. So I am excited to play with this and see how it brings out a different side of me as I work with it as well. And like I said, it's very masterfully done for the type of artwork that it is. I mean, you can tell that there's been a lot of care and love invested in each image, and there are sacred symbols just all over these images, just really beautifully transposed. I am really, really excited to work with this deck. The card quality, though, guys, if you're like me and that's kind of important to you, wow. Just like, this feels so good on the fingers, and it's really nice quality. Like, that's not gonna break or rip or scuff up very easily. Wow. It has this very like bohemian hippie feel to it, but it's not off-putting at all. Like, it feels inclusive in that way, because I'm not really a bohemian girl, but that 70s bohemian girl, let's just say that. But this feels like I can still find beauty in every image. Like, I don't have to strictly love that genre in order to enjoy this deck. Like, look at this. Just look at that. Oh my gosh. Wow. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to work with this deck. It's one of those ones that I have a feeling is going to be really good for me to work with myself personally and do a lot of journal work with, and really kind of, when you've been reading for a while, and those of you who have been reading for a while, I would hope can agree with me on this. You do have your kind of set personal meanings for each card. And so this is when it is really a gift to collect decks, because each time you work with a different deck, you get to explore a new side of a card that perhaps you've always read a certain way. And I really love, that's why collecting is such a gift for me, and it's such a joy, because when you use different decks, it's like, it's growing that muscle even more. And it's also exploring these beautiful realms that you've stepped into in the past in new ways. And what I love about tarot is that that's ongoing, and it's so exciting for me. Like, I've been doing a lot of readings lately, and the Five of Scepters or the Five of Wands has been popping up a lot. And there is something about exploring a card that you really thought you had down cold in a new way that is just, it's so exciting. And I think that's why, I'll always end up working with tarot in my healing practice, because it is such a joy to me. And so I am excited to kind of step out of my own box with the Starchild Tarot. I'm really excited for the Moon Tarot that she's doing, because it's more focused on the shadow work too. And so I will definitely be purchasing that from her when that comes out. I am super excited about that. But I have to say, guys, I'm really impressed with the quality of the deck itself, with the quality of the images and the beauty of the images. And I'm really, really excited to work with this deck, because the artist herself has really hasn't felt the need to stick strictly to given meanings. It really feels to me like, just looking at the cards, she's kind of pushing our boundaries a little bit in her own, and I love that. So I'm very, very excited to explore this. And I will let you guys know. I'll do a review after I've worked with the deck for a little while, let you know what I think of it. I'm sure I'll be posting pictures on Instagram too, because I really enjoy looking at everyone else's photos when they work with cards on Instagram. It's like so inspiring to me. So yeah, so I'll leave you with this image of the High Priestess. It's just really, really beautiful. I'm so excited to work with this deck. Thanks for joining me, guys, in this unboxing. Sending you all, as always, much love and many blessings. I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.